Guys, it's James here from Athletica again. Yeah, I've done a fair few videos, but I've never actually done one in a kitchen before. Today I just want to do a quick little meal and just to speak a little bit about food and food preparation and that kind of thing. I think a lot of us, or with the life that we live in today's society, we come home quite late from work and then we tend to, just make something that's quick and easy, that we can chuck in a microwave, and we start to, eat foods that are out of packets, and the preservatives that they're putting in these foods. Look, there hasn't been enough testing done, and we don't know what the outcome of the things that are in those packets are going to be. One thing that I like to eat a lot of is just fresh fruit and vegetables, and it might take a little bit of time, but to be honest with you, I think you can do it quite quickly if you just have a plan and you know what you want to cook. A lot of people will say, to eat healthy costs a lot. Well, I don't believe that either. I think you can eat quite healthy for a relatively good price. I think you can eat quite healthy for a relatively short amount of time, and I think you can do it having that healthy meal with a low amount of calories and a good source of protein. What I'm going to make here for you tonight is just going to be some fish and some couscous and vegetables. As you can see, I'll just span the camera across, but as you can see, I've got a couple tomatoes over here, an onion, a capsicum, carrots, a bit of pumpkin. Probably there in vegetables, there's probably maybe $2 worth, possibly maybe $2.50. Here was some couscous that I made earlier. You can buy one of these 500 gram couscouses for about $3. I'd probably get about 6 plates that serving, which works out to be about 200 to 250 calories each. So again, there's your carbohydrates for the meal. Absolutely fantastic. Over here again, you've got your fresh fruit and vegetables, and we'll probably put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 different vegetables into this meal, with a garlic as well. And then over here I've bought 2 fresh pieces of mullet. Now 2 fresh pieces of mullet, as you can see, it's about $4, so about $2 a piece. I'll probably only have one for the meal and have one for tomorrow. But so if you worked out the meal, $2 with the couscous and the vegetables, it's probably only going to cost about $6. Obviously, you got your herbs and a bit of olive oil and lemon. But we're probably looking at a main meal for $6 that's going to be fresh in vegetables. You're going to have your carbohydrates, and you've got your protein and your great source of omega-3 too. I'll show you as I'm preparing the meal, guys. But yeah, let's see what we can. So welcome back. Now, look, I'm not going to lie. It's probably taken me about maybe between 8 to 10 minutes to do what I've done to now. So I bought all the stuff. Pulled it all out of the fridge, 8 to 10 minutes to do what I've done now, all the chopping and that, to get it all ready. I've got the oven on, preheated at about 150 degrees for about 10 minutes. I've got my stove on, getting ready to cook my fish, just so you can see what I've done. Ended up having about 8 different vegetables in here. So you've got your greens with your broccoli and your capsicum and your celery. Then you've got a bit of onion in there. You've got your pumpkin. You've got your carrots. So you're getting your reds as well. So we've got about 5 to 6 different vegetables going through there, which we're going to cook. What we'll do, we'll just get a bit of olive oil. So we'll just drizzle the olive oil over the veggies like so. We'll get a bit of lemon juice and just throw in a bit of lemon juice just for a bit of flavour. We'll get some mixed herbs. Just give it a bit of a dose of mixed herbs. Again, and we cook these slowly. We don't need to cook them too quick. A little bit of salt. Just a little bit of rock salt just through the veggies. And very simply, just straight into the oven. Just like so. And just leave them in there. Now over here I've got my what I've got ready just to cook the fish in. So a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, bit of capsicum, tomato. What we'll do, we'll cook these 2 fresh pieces of mullet. We cook them with the lid on. So what they do with the tomato, they cook in the sauce. So as you can see, I've put a very minimal amount of olive oil and lemon juice to start that off. And these 2 pieces of fish will cook in their own juices, and it'll probably take about maybe 15 minutes. Again, you don't need to stay on the stove. Just make sure that they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. Guys, what I'll do, I'll get this through and we'll show you through the cooking process. Guys, just two little hints with this meal. I've got the tomato here, which is going to go some into this fry pan. This is just getting ready with some herbs and some capsicum, onion and garlic, just getting ready for the fish. A little bit of tomato will go in there when the fish goes in to help the fish cook. And then also about 15 minutes into the oven where the vegetables are going, then I'll put the tomato in just to release some more juices into those vegetables. I think the next video, guys, will be maybe a little bit of the cooking stage, and then for the finish. Welcome back, guys. The last little video is just a little bit during cooking. What we're doing, we've got the some tomatoes over here. We're just going to open here. The vegetables have been in for about 10 minutes already. What we're going to do, we're just going to whack them over here, quite simply. I'm just going to grab those tomatoes, sprinkle them through just like so. They go into the mix like that. We just give it a bit of a move around. Wow, look at that. We ended up getting up to 8 vegetables in here, guys. So 8 different veggies. Look, this is more than one serve. This is at least 2 serves. What we said, we actually only said it was about $3 worth. So there you go, guys, $1.50, and you're going to get more superfoods and vegetables than you'd get in any meal that you'd buy somewhere for about $20. Okay, we'll whack this straight back into the oven like so, mixed around with the tomato for the juices. What we'll do, we'll just check on our fish just to see how our fish is going, and that's coming along nicely. As you can see, we've just loaded up with tomato and the juice, and it's simmering nice, and we keep the lid on so it cooks in its own juices. Nice low temperature. They'll be ready in about 10 minutes. We've probably got about another 10 minutes to go with the vegetables, but we'll see you when we're done. And to finish off, guys, what we're going to do now, we're going to get everything out. So we'll come into here. We'll get the lovely veggies out. We'll put them over there. Close that, turn that off. As you can see, guys, I'll bring you over the fish so you can have a look at the fish. But if we see it, we've got our lovely 2 pieces here of mullet fish in a lovely sauce, and what we'll do, we'll serve it with the couscous with the fish on top. Works out each piece to be about 250 calories. With the couscous, about 500 a serve, and the veggies, we're probably looking at about a 600 calorie dinner with heaps of protein and heaps of fresh veggies as well. I'll serve it up now and we'll see what the finished product looks like. So, guys, to finish off, I've got a fresh piece of cooked mullet there, which is probably about 250 calories, which is high in protein, and I've got a spare bowl of freshly cooked vegetables, which I can have tomorrow for lunch. Plus I've got my dinner tonight, which is about 250 calories of carbohydrates and couscous, 200 calories of the mullet with a lot of high protein, and then all my fresh veggies. So I've got my meal tonight, I've got my veggies for tomorrow for lunch, and my piece of fish tomorrow for lunch. Very healthy meal, cooked quite easy and quite quickly. Like I said, it's all about the preparation, guys, and a meal like this, you know, there's nothing bad in it. Like, so you got to think about that and think about what we're eating, and if you're having something like this, if you're putting good fuel into your body, well, you're only going to get good stuff that's coming out. A lot of people drive a lot of nice cars, and you know, they put premium unleaded in it. They put a very expensive fuel. I'm not saying you need to put an expensive fuel in. I'm just saying you need to put the right fuel in the body. And a meal like this, or vegetables like that, or a piece of fish like that, that's the right fuel. That's what we need to be doing. Take care, guys. Enough from now. This is my first food episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and there's going to be plenty more. Take care.